Check.
Shout out to all my barbers and shout out to all my stylists. We are Beards N Baldheads, your host Fat Lace. I got the Soul Survivor Barry to the right of me.
You. Monday, we back at it.
I got Super on the other side holding it down. I think we all need to be proud for going to work today.
Yeah.
It should be a national holiday. Us not having in America, you should not have to go to work after the Super Bowl. It should be a day off. Peace to the Eagles. My team fly, Eagles fly. Everybody should have a call out. It's my team. Why not? See, you ain't give me no bonds for my team winning. You know I switch every week.
Yeah, nah.
I've been an Eagles fan for consistently this whole year. Consistently. Nah, they played a hell of a game. That's what I get.
I had some friends that I congratulated reluctantly today. I have to say I was not rooting for the Chiefs, and so I had to, not represent, but I had to cheer on some of my friends' teams.
Yeah.
I'm not a hater, but my team ain't in it, so I'm hating a little bit.
Oh man, y'all ain't been the same since y'all went to Vegas, man.
My shit, way before that. But yeah, I appreciate that.
I just try to.
Jesus. But yeah, I got family from Philly.
Mm-hmm.
I spent a lot of summers of my life there.
No doubt.
My first cousins lived there, and I remembered all the anguish and the heartbreak.
Get a point for anguish.
Heartbreak they went throughout the years.
Mm-hmm.
And they being clowned by my brother who was a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So in my other half of my family is Giants fans. So I remember my Philly family, suffering, and I'm happy for them. I really am. One of my boys, Carl.
Peace to Carl. We just all rocking.
Big Philly fan. My man DJ Robbie Rob.
Robbie Rob, one of the
Philly
illest.
fan. So I sent them a congratulations with the rolling eyes, but they know it's all love.
Yo, it got real last night. It got really intense because they really whooped on them.
I'm not mad at it. I was not. I was so happy the Chiefs lost. They're in my division, and everybody know me. They know I'm a Raiders fan, so I could not watch them three-peat. I'm very happy at the results.
We never seen. It's been rare since the team been there 3 times in a row.
Yeah, 3 times in a row. Yeah, definitely.
That's been
nobody's ever won 3 in a row, but to be there, I didn't pick. I mean, a few teams I got there back to back.
Was the Patriots one of them?
I believe the Patriots was, and the Buffalo Bills with Jim Kelly, who went 3 in a row and lost.
Yeah,
4 in a row actually, and lost all 4. To heartbreaking. Some of them was field goal losses. But yeah, Tom Brady definitely went. I think he lost to Eli twice in a row, and he won one, but it wasn't against Eli.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Peace to everybody on the check-in early. Peace to Uncle Mike on the check-in.
Yeah.
Peace to Uncle Mike on the check-in, holding it down. Peace to Miss Russell on the check-in.
Yeah.
Peace to Miss Willis on the check-in, holding it down. Got to give a big birthday shout out to the General, Missed his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, General. Make sure
a lot of February birthdays, man.
Make sure y'all catch the General. We got some special guests that's coming through tonight. Definitely see him on the check-in. Just hit me. A lot of February birthdays, and we got one of the best that is born in February. We got DJ Storm, Norm, the General, born in February. Yes. February is Black History Month.
Is it Love Month too?
It's Love Month too. I'm gonna stick with this Black History for this one right now. Black History.
Yes.
Want to read this right here, B?
Omar Epps, the only actor to ever receive 3 full-ride scholarships. That is true.
3 full-ride scholarships.
Never thought about that. He was an athlete in some good sports stories.
And
he was good. He was
inspirational in these movies.
He was the best at each one of them.
He
was a freshman starting for varsity in track. He was a freshman starting for USC in basketball. And he was a freshman starting in football for the program. Yes, every year he was a freshman.
Incredible movies. That show
starting freshman.
That showed how he paid attention to his body.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they lose focus when they get them checks. They start eating.
Right.
And then they eat.
Right.
And they don't realize how much their health means to them.
It's funny you say that because I actually heard
Piece of Abigail on check-in.
Listening to a couple of guys that was in the movie The Program.
Yep.
He said they really had them out there practicing for real. Like they was really out there playing.
I'm sure.
And that's when a lot of the the testosterone was flowing and guys was getting pissed because they was really out there trying to play football. Even though they had to make it look real. Cause you can't fake football. I'm sorry.
You can't.
I don't know how you can do it. You can't. You could be the greatest actor. You cannot.
Any given Sunday, basketball, they talk about how real it was out there when they was playing.
You can fake basketball.
And even in basketball, a movie like, what was that, Blue Chips?
Yeah.
They said, we was really playing.
Well, you see
and they were catching.
The guys that they actually have real ballers. Like, they have real, there wasn't no actors out there.
They had some real ballers.
Chris Webber, was Chris Webber? Was he?
No, they had
Shaq,
Penny Hardaway.
Was it Matt Spurr?
It might have been Matt Spurr too. It might have been another. What? Not to get too far, we're going to get back to it. They having a documentary coming out December 17th. You know I'm a big docu buff. And in this documentary, they're going to have the dream team that lost the game. The 1992 Dream Team.
92?
Yeah, so that's with Jordan and them. They had a scrimmage.
You talking about? Yeah.
They had a scrimmage against the college All-Stars.
Right.
On that team was Penny Hardaway, Bobby Hurley, Chris Webber.
Right.
Surprisingly, Shaq wasn't on that team.
I heard they did. Oh, yeah. They chose Christian Laettner.
Yeah, they chose Christian Laettner. I'm like, damn, well, if Shaq was on that team, y'all probably really got smacked.
I think did they choose Christian Laettner because they won that year?
Yeah, I think because they won back-to-back.
He was the best player.
Clearly best player. He was a better college player than Shaq.
Yes.
As far as success. He was a better college player than Shaq.
I would say even, like you said, all around. Shaq was the dominant. He was still dominant, but nah.
He wasn't as polished.
He wasn't ready.
And it happens in the game where you got people who just aren't as
polished. Laettner
could
hit threes.
He could.
See, that was the element of the game that people were like, wow, they got a big man shooting from the 3. Yeah, Shaq couldn't shoot no 3. He couldn't come out to the perimeter to defend either. And Laettner could. So, yeah, people can hate all they want. Christian Laettner was the truth in college.
He was the truth in college.
He was.
He definitely was the truth. There's a lot of people that was the truth.
That team was crazy.
Peace to Big Hawk on the check-in. My LIU family on the check-in. Peace to yo. You know, I want to wait for a special guy to come through before we get there. You know, man, it is Love Week, right? Love Month.
It's Love Week every month, I guess.
Month and all that. There's a price on love, though, sometimes.
All the time.
All the time? You know, I had a conversation. I thought about the movie Indecent Proposal the other day. And you remember that movie?
Yeah, I watched it. It came on the other day.
It came on the other day. Man, no wonder why it's on my brain. In that movie Indecent Proposal, he let me. Can you break down the theme or what really takes place in the movie? You might be able to do it better than me.
Well, that was with what? Woody Harrelson and
Woody Harrelson,
Demi Moore, and what's the other
white
was
dude?
it Charlie Sheen? No,
it wasn't.
Who was the rich man?
Fly dude. Fly dude.
Man, I don't know why it's escaping me.
And I think he was known. If y'all know who,
no, he was definitely known, but I can't remember.
I can't think anybody on the check-in. If y'all know who the rich guy,
the rich guy that made the proposal to give me your wife for the night. Oh shit! Damn, it escaped me that quick.
I can't think. If y'all,
I had it for a second. It escaped me that quick.
He offered them the couple. Now, did they just get married?
Was it Richard Gere? No, not Richard Gere. Not Richard Gere.
We gonna sound racist right now. It is not that. We just can't think about who
this
guy is.
I just and it's mad. I'm mad because I know that movie.
That's why I had to ask you. I'm like,
now my brain is scrambling.
So in the
movie, his wife $1 million for one night.
$1 million. Now, did they just get married and on a honeymoon? I'm trying to remember.
They were newlyweds.
They were newlyweds.
I think they were newlyweds.
They were.
Yeah.
Offered them $1 million.
And even if they wasn't newlywed, they were living together.
They were. They were married though.
Right. They were married.
Offered the couple $1 million. And I think this might be early 90s, 91, 92 when this movie came out. It starts making you question your morality.
Right.
Makes you question, well, what if we don't take this $1 million? And what's going to happen after we take this $1 million? And what happened after they took the $1 million, relationship wasn't the same. Even though they got that money, mentally,
my bad was Robert Redford. I just had to
Robert Redford. Thank you, B.
I had to get that in because my mind was scrambling. But Robert Redford.
I'm like
the pimp.
Yes, and had his wife, and I've heard songs like hooks with this hip hop music out there. We're gonna get to the hip hop and the rap a little bit later. They had I heard this one hook that I can't forget. Money makes me come.
But like you said though. Back to the premise of like you were saying before, well, I must cut you off. Like, what would you do?
What would you do? So now,
because the premise, if you look at the back of it, they were struggling. They were about to lose like their property or whatever. They were in dire straits as far as financially, and they were in the club. And he was trying to gamble the money up. He was trying to gamble to get the bread up.
Couldn't get it together.
Now,
if I remember, was she blowing on his dice in the movie? And that's how
it happened.
Now,
Lady Luck.
Now, B.
You know what the blowing on the dice means. We know that. You know that metaphor is about.
Yo.
We all know.
B, I've had this conversation before, and some people don't know out there when you blow on a man's dice. Soup is not blowing on no man's dice.
Nope.
It's not happening.
Nope. Not unless her husband is rolling.
Not unless her husband. Ain't gonna hit him with the.
Yeah, because listen.
That's not happening.
Can you imagine? Could just say it for us. Just imagine you at the casino with your girl, and a dude lean over and ask your girl to blow on his dice. You gonna be like, I said we going home because we about to go to jail. You disrespecting me to the highest degree. And now. You only do that if you high rolling.
If you're high
rolling, that's what you do. Because you've already impressed her with the fact this bet might be a few racks.
It might be.
And she like, damn, this nigga about to bet our rent in one roll.
Money make me come. That's what that song say.
And then, you know how it goes. Once the man, if you give him Lady Luck, he usually break you off.
Little tip.
Yeah.
Little tip.
Usually he gives you a chip. If he hits,
that might be $1,000 chip.
Could be. Yeah, that's what I know it means.
Y'all might be making that in 2 weeks.
You
never know.
If a man calls you Lady Luck, he don't want you to leave. He tells you to stand right there, and you keep going on it. Every time he hit, he give you a chip. Now, I'm pretty sure there's women that just go to the casinos just for that,
just to be Lady Luck,
hoping that they land one. But if if a man do that with you and knowing you with your woman, he just straight up disrespected you.
Understand that, ladies.
But he wasn't. She was alone at the time.
He wasn't there at the time.
Nah, he wasn't standing next to her. He was out trying to do his thing. I think she wandered off, And that's how he ran into
Stay by your man at them casinos.
Yeah,
Don't be
nah.
wandering off. It's
he didn't
rules.
do it in front of his face.
That's CB. I needed that because
No,
I
he didn't
I
do it
didn't
in front of his
remember
face. No.
exactly how it went
But
down.
but he did approach them together. Like, this your lady?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'll like, yeah, I need that for the night.
Need it for the night. Post the tyke or the check-in.
Approach them both.
Approach them both.
Yeah.
What is your cost? How much does it cost? How much does
How much
finances?
balls you gotta have
Yo,
to do that without thinking you're gonna have to fight this man.
because he looked at him like, you know what? He got a price.
Yo.
He got a price.
He sized
too.
him up.
Sized him up.
Both of
Sized
them.
his pockets up.
Both
like
of them up. Oh, you entertaining me.
Yeah.
You got a husband, you entertaining me? Okay, I got a shot at it. All it takes. A man knows when he's been entertained.
We had the other day. You can't flirt
Mm.
with somebody unless they want to be flirted with.
It takes two to flirt.
Takes two.
If not, it's the harassment.
Woo. Me too. Me too. Call HR. Call HR.
She don't like your advancements. She
Then
should tell you.
She would. She should. She should. So you got me thinking about it, with all this love and all that, right? You sent this to me right here, I want to say.
Yeah.
Wife struggles to pay bills, then finds out her husband's comic collection is worth $2.5 million, but he won't sell.
Mm-hmm.
He won't sell because his dad gave him this comic collection.
But
They say they struggling financially or could just do more. You got $2.5 million. She didn't notice how much it was worth at one point.
Mm-mm.
And now when she finds out it's worth $2.5 million, he's saying, this is the last thing my father
this
gave
is
me.
going to my kid. This is what he's saying. This is going to my son. I'm not going to reap the benefit of this. Maybe my son won't. This is a family heirloom. Now, we don't know who's going to, but I don't want to cash it because I ain't doing right by myself. I'm going to cash it in because I ain't going to be struggling a little bit. He didn't say we were about to lose it all. He said we're just struggling a little bit. We could do better. That means we could figure out a way to make the bread. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Basically, what he's saying is like, we don't need $2 million. Yeah, $2 million would be great, but I don't want to cash in my family's heirloom just because we want to live good. Where we could live okay if we just worked a little harder. That's what he said.
It gets real out here.
I mean, but that was his. Who is she to dictate what he want to do with something that belongs to him?
But the money. Now, how long do they stay together? How many arguments are they going to have until
They won't make it.
Until she says, "Well, if you would sell them stupid comic books."
No, it won't. I mean, listen, I ain't mad at her at the end of the day either. I mean, y'all struggling and you got money. That's hard to fathom. It's hard to fathom that. If that's your husband or whatever, or your wife, and you know they're sitting on millions and y'all struggling, that's hard to fathom why y'all won't spend it.
It's hard to fathom why this guy is so fly. We got the flyest guy on earth, True Lies in the building, if y'all ain't know.
What's up, cuz?
I think it's all. True Lies is in the building. Always a great time. I had to call up True Lies. We're not gonna have that angle right there where it says Tiff. I had to have right here it says on the last shot from last week. I can't do you like that, True Lies. Nah, it's not happening. True Lies, we talking about how much this money means in relationships. Everybody has a cost. We're just talking about the go ahead.
No, I'm just saying for you. Like, I don't want to put you on the spot. Like, hypothetically, did you think a woman that any woman you ever met would say, you know what, babe?
Yes.
Let me get this money.
Yo, I think so. I think it has been a woman.
And you'll be like, go ahead and get it.
I don't think
we're gonna have to try to move past this.
I don't think,
but we'll be all right.
Now, for those that have never seen that movie, it comes a point where obviously he lets her do it.
Of course.
They
got the money.
It played back in his mind so many times.
He couldn't let it go.
No, I couldn't do it though, B.
He couldn't let it go.
Because it's that one thing If I'm into her like that,
Well,
it's not just some random.
I guess that was the.
Yeah,
that was
this
the
is my
gist.
wife. If this is my wife, I can't do it because you know what that turns him on.
I guess that was the gist of the movie. Like,
I am not that mature.
like how much is money really worth?
Yeah, I'm not that mature. I'm not that sexually free where the woman could just. I'm like all them ligamies and all that stuff. I personally can't do that.
How you think she feels while you letting her do it?
She feels like, yo, I was just a price tag.
It's a lose-lose situation.
It's a lose. I personally couldn't do it. I'm about to get on my grind or something.
What's gonna happen is that if that ever happened, I think eventually y'all have to end up splitting the money and go separate ways. I just don't think either one of you will be able to get over it. She wouldn't be able to get over the fact that you let her do it. You got over the fact is you're gonna play out of what he did to her, and then secondly, she liked it,
and she liked it because he asked her.
And she said she liked it. And she basically was contemplating why I should be with you instead of him.
Instead of him.
Right.
And I don't even know if they worked out at the end. I don't remember.
Well, no matter if they worked out or not, like you said.
Y'all watch that movie, Indecent Proposal.
You're never going to forget it.
Indecent Proposal.
It's a crazy situation to be faced with because I wonder if people actually ever been faced with that in real life.
I haven't. But I know some people that have. And matter of fact, I don't know that type of situation. But I know.
Well, money is exchanged. I heard people say, oh, this is the dumb stuff I heard people say. Oh, what's the celebrity you wanted to get with your wife for one night? Would you let her? No.
No.
Are you kidding me? Why? Because it's somebody's famous? Are you serious?
Some people get off on stuff like that, but
That's
nah.
crazy.
Not
That's
me.
like if a celebrity, whatever. You at a concert and a celebrity call you or your wife or whatever up on stage. You going? Oh, man. Now, I'm not saying you can't go because you might be with somebody that says go ahead and do it.
I gotta watch.
Are you gonna unhear it again ever? Like,
oh man, I so want to go there on something and I gotta fall back. I will talk.
Janet Jackson call you on stage, Jay. You going up?
I'm going. Anytime, any place.
I just saw a picture of her when she had that dude when she was basically sitting on his face.
I ain't there.
And it was like his girlfriend was in the crowd. They were like, "What would you do?"
I'm going up on Janet. Like it's just certain people.
Same thing, like I said, it was vice versa. If your wife or whatever,
like, am I letting Usher put the cherries in the tongue?
Yeah, I guess that's the equivalent of it all.
No, I'm not. Yo, I'm not that. That mature. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm not that mature. What you got? Why you got Usher cherries in your tongue? Like, no, that's not happening. True lies. You gonna let her? No. Yo, that's simple. Like, look.
That's what I'm saying. So you said you going up there, but she can't go up there.
It's Janet. This is Penny. This is Penny. This is Charlene. You know what I mean? It's not just. This is
that's Miss Nasty. You know that's nasty.
She nasty.
That's what she said.
Damn, I didn't even know that part right there.
Yeah, what she said.
I'm going up for.
I mean, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty.
I'm going up there for. I'm going up there for the family. You know, I'm gonna go viral.
I'll just say that we're gonna have to argue later.
Yo,
I'm going up too.
Understood.
Yeah, we're gonna have to argue about
Understood.
This later on.
Understood, man. It gets crazy. All these,
like you said, she's in control. I'm going up.
Ooh, in control.
I'm going up.
Oh, peace to the V man. Sean Garrity said, "Men and women's sexual activity is not the same." Yo, Sean Garrity is one of the best DJs out there. Let me say that. So, think he down in Miami right now. The V man, LIU family. It's not the same. It's definitely not. And you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, and hopefully it don't be happening too many times. Like, you know, shout out to the barbers right here. I think, because we talking about sexual activity.
Ain't no way.
Would you be taking your nephew to the barber 3 times in one day?
Come on now.
Y'all, see, and Soup is laughing the hardest over there because the uncle and his sexual mind, piece of Keisha on the check-in, might just be taking his nephew to get that lineup again.
The lineup might be jacked.
He confused like, oh, why I'm here again?
My hair cut fresh as hell every day. I'm getting a haircut every day. That's crazy.
He need to pick up random kids. be part of putting it in her pocket, putting that money in her pocket.
That's crazy right there.
It costs to be the boss, man.
That's ridiculous.
Y'all watch out there. Watch out there. Ladies, would y'all trust if a guy had a woman barber? Just asking. Just putting it out there. I know some who have. And what if she looked like this? Got the fatty shaping up your man. Would you like that? Would you appreciate that? Would you feel some type of way?
100% they would not like it.
But what if she does a great job? You like the way my hairline looks, my shape up.
She's gonna say there's niggas that could do the same thing.
But we don't do that if they got to get a little pap smear or something. They got to get their checkup, and they go see a man, and he's all in the business.
Yeah, well.
I'm just saying. Just putting it out there just for y'all.
That's a possibility, too.
Just putting it out there. Last night,
they don't ask you to go to that visit.
They don't.
They take you every other visit.
But they'll be right there at the barber if this was the barber.
You can't let them know that's the barber.
You can't.
No. You'll never be able to go to the barbershop alone again.
Shout out to my brother James.
Ever.
Shout out to my barber James.
She'll be in there with you every time. Forever.
Shout out to Crush.
Forever.
Yo, word up. We'll be there. It is shameful.
You can't even have a coworker like that. You'd be in trouble.
Damn.
Yeah. If she found out, if you was a barber and you worked at the same barbershop as she worked at, you have a problem.
Why so, B?
Man, listen.
Nah, I feel you.
I ain't gonna go there.
But yo,
you have an issue.
Keisha said no. So, yo, I'm just saying.
Ain't no woman in the world gonna be comfortable with you being around that all day. Even if that's not what you like, you might learn to like it. You know how they say, see something long enough.
Talk about it, B. You dropping it.
But that would be crazy, though.
You drop
that what she got there, though. That don't even look right.
Nah, it don't. It look like it's enhanced.
Yeah.
Formulated.
Mm-hmm.
Them BBLs, all them.
Like you said, it looked like either somebody photoshopped it differently, or
the thighs in booty ain't matching.
Nah, not at all.
I got you.
Or that's just the way she got it done.
Hey, maybe it's the angle. Hey, we don't know.
We don't know. It could be real.
Could be. It could be real.
I have no clue.
What really went down last night was that halftime Super Bowl show that we was talking about that had all of the hype.
A lot
of hype. We were talking about how, man, it should be Lil Wayne. A lot of people were saying it should be Weezy.
A lot of people said it should have been New Orleans.
Should have been New Orleans thing. Cash Money, No Limit.
Yeah.
But nah, it was K-Dot, Kendrick.
All by himself.
Grammy Award winner.
Really, SZA. Do SZA and then put SZA in there. Who I'm happy for her.
Grammy Award winner. It's been a lot of talk about this performance last night.
Man,
and with that
timeline is full. It's divided.
It is so divided.
Man, my timeline is divided. People are getting mad at each other. I'm like, y'all calm down.
It's stupid.
Calm down, y'all. Like, what Super Bowl performance hasn't been criticized, good or bad? I don't know if I use the word criticized, but critiqued. I mean, I've never seen a Super Bowl performance except for Prince and Michael Jackson that people didn't say they didn't like it.
I didn't like Rihanna's.
I'm just saying. That's the only that everybody agreed.
Everybody agreed at the same time.
Those two were good.
Undeniable.
Every other Super Bowl performance, people say they didn't like it.
Peace LaKeisha.
Or they did like it. Like it's never been one-sided. So for me, it's like I'm hearing people. I don't like the opinions bashing. Oh, if you didn't like it, that means you don't know music.
You don't know music.
If you liked it, or you're a hater or this and that, or whatever. It's like, man, it got out of hand.
Yo, I've never.
It got out of hand
with this artist, and we got. I love True Lies because
it got out of hand.
He understood.
Yeah, I'm glad he came because I was definitely wanted to hear.
Yo, I needed.
I wanted to hear his opinion too.
True Lies,
but it did. I just. To me, it's like, man, y'all people can't have opinions anymore. What happened to opinions? What happened to the morning? Like, what happened to the opinions?
People don't allow opinions like they used to at one point. True Lies. I don't know your SAT score, but I know you understand K-Dot. And the fact that a lot of people are saying, if you don't understand them, you not smart. It went over a lot of people's head. Now, it was layers when it came to this. And forgive me, guys, this is not Tiff when I'm doing this double shot right here. This is True Lies. TJ, a lot of people are saying if you don't understand
the
messages that he was sending, then you dumb. How do you feel about that performance overall?
The performance or that idea or that ideology?
Ideology first.
I don't agree with that. Intelligence has different levels, and intelligence for one person doesn't look the same as the next person.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't have anything to do with your intellect. You might be like some book smart dude, but you might not be spiritually there. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
I mean, I always think about when Nas had a song about Mike Tyson, and he talked about how smart you had to be or the mental capacity you had to be able to connect punches and to duck them and stuff like that. So intelligence is not a gauge on whether or not you understand Kendrick or not.
Okay.
I don't think.
Nah, thank you. Peace to Scheme on the check and peace to Kendall on the check-in. Now, thank you, True Lies. So now, his performance overall. Any of y'all, True Lies, I'm going to start with you first. What did you think about the performance? Was it dope or not?
The performance was dope.
Okay.
And I'm emphasizing on the word performance.
Okay.
Because there's two ways to evaluate this. And I think that's something that maybe people aren't considering or even respect, but there's two ways to evaluate it. And maybe me being a visual person, but also a person that writes as well.
We talking about one of the best MCs and one of the best photographers is right here when we got True Lies in the building. Let's be clear.
No doubt.
So
Those shots in the
looking at
school
it
was
both
dope.
ways. So there is duality in it, so I can understand.
You get a point for duality.
So I can understand where, again, performance was really good.
Okay.
When you talk about choreography, set design, you talk about meaning and themes and things of that nature, all the things that make me like his albums.
Okay.
I think that was great. Where I don't necessarily love it is song selection.
All right. I felt the same way. I felt like me and T had a
he hit it on the head for me.
I felt the same way.
Like that's all I got. That's all I said. Like what happened to pull up, drink?
That was another one. Yes.
But
Faded.
I wouldn't have played that though.
I understand.
And you know what's funny?
I understand, but you got to understand
that first album.
The average person who doesn't really follow Kendrick Lamar,
Yeah.
that's the songs you knew him for.
And
was the older songs. The other songs that they're new. All the songs he performed came post battle.
So let's think about it like this, right? Most people that perform at the Super Bowl, they do a medley of their past hits.
Right.
Only two people have done new songs. That's Beyonce and Kendrick. And that is a bold, daring, brave thing to do because you're not leaning on
your fan base, really.
Yeah, you're not leaning on anything that you did in the past.
But I understood why he did it.
Yeah, I understood. I didn't like it
because of the battle. That was
because
I didn't like it either.
No,
but he didn't have to do that because of the battle. Songs. He could have picked other songs and still kept it within the battle.
But did he pick any songs that wasn't involved post battle?
Yeah, I mean he didn't have to do that. That's what I'm saying.
I think he did, and this is why I think he did have to pick the joints because all three of us are not happy with his song selection.
Right? Because
I think we can all agree.
I'm just saying
that the songs he picked didn't bang. And
I like the song with SZA.
Yeah, that's SZA.
I think it gradually got better.
I like the song with SZA.
It might have.
I like both the songs with SZA. Zach.
I got caught up at one point.
I just think they need to be in different venues. Like I mean, I have like a list. Like because somebody was, they wanted my opinion and they were thinking I was being flip floppy on it. And I'm like, no, give me a second to actually analyze it.
You get a point for analyze. Some people don't do that. That means think.
Yeah, I don't like to just give my opinion and then that's it and that's the end of it. And I done watched it all of 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Like no, actually, let me formulate an opinion and see what I really think about it. And I think that's the reason why music isn't appreciated right now either, because you guys listen to it one time and then you give an opinion and then you don't sit with it when it's like, oh, you don't appreciate anything. You don't appreciate shit.
I think
They don't microwave
you know what?
industry.
I take that back. Did he do one song from the past? Did he do All the Stars?
Yeah, but he did that because SZA was
Okay. So I think a lot of people, some people who never heard of Kendrick Lamar before, only knew of the songs post battle, and I think All the Stars was probably the only song people had heard before. I know some people that actually never heard of Kendrick Lamar before. At my job,
Humble, DNA, All of the Stars.
Yeah. So
I'm just such a big fan of that first official album. I wanted some of those joints. How you was like Pull Up, Drink, that Good Kid, Mad City.
If I must be honest, a lot of people of us, that's how they feel.
They want that first album.
They don't really necessarily like the things that he has done afterwards, where he's ventured off from the street level. But I look at his albums like The Wire, like there's different themes and different
piece of Dion on the check-in,
right?
Pieces that go into the story. So, I mean, To Pimp a Butterfly is like season 2 of The Wire.
Mm-hmm. And for those that don't get it, I don't know why y'all watching the show if y'all don't watch The Wire. Now I'm messing with a lot of people don't watch The Wire.
Hey, I'm late,
but
I ain't gonna lie, I'm late on.
But
it.
yeah, I remember B. You just said you just started watching.
Yeah, I'm halfway through the first season.
The same way I didn't watch. What's the one that all y'all watched except me?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So it's like that sometimes. You can miss a whole thing that everybody is on that wave. Me personally, I didn't watch Game of Thrones yet. So peace to the guy, peace to brother Seth on the check-in. And so when he dropped those other albums, I just didn't like them.
Yeah, and
I just didn't like him. Not saying it's bad music because he's winning all these awards. I just did not like.
Well, that's the key word. Not saying that it's bad music, because it's not bad music. It might not be for you. Like we talk about this all the time.
Yeah,
Redman, I know is a top MC. I don't care for his music like that.
I don't care for his albums like that.
Yeah,
I love Redman.
They don't give me a lot of reasons to revisit them. That doesn't mean that Muddy Waters isn't a classic, or There Is a Dark Side isn't a classic, or What the Album isn't a classic, because they're very good albums.
But I'm glad you said that, because I went back to listen to Muddy Waters, and I realized, damn, I only like 4 songs.
Damn.
No, I really did. I went back to listen to Muddy Waters. I'm like, Skip, well, where's the song? I like, Skip. I'm like, wait a minute, Barry.
It might have just been
You're
for that
skipping.
time.
Sometimes it's like that.
You're skipping the songs. You only listening to 4. I was like, damn, I really didn't like this record.
I don't love his production. I don't love Busta Rhymes' production. I don't love Tupac's production.
I love Busta Rhymes. Well, no, I don't. I only like one Busta Rhymes.
I love Tupac.
Was Ellie. To me, Ellie was dope.
Yeah. That one was good.
Ellie was dope.
It happened.
Ellie was dope, but I agree with you with the rest of them. It's kind of hard for me to. I had to try to acquire it.
Yeah,
You know, like Guinness. I had to try to acquire the taste.
So to
like
his point
it wasn't really.
So to his point about the other albums, I get it.
We got.
But no, you was dead on what you said. The song selections. I maybe I'm selfish on certain things, but
and they weren't bad
Hold
songs.
on.
Couple of the songs I wanted to hear, I didn't hear, and I'm like, damn, he didn't go there. And I'm like, all right, whatever, I get it,
fellas.
Super Bowl, people want to hear certain shit.
They want to hear certain things, and what got me piece to the guy Yusef said Drake doesn't have good balance with his production. Yusef, are you trying to just go there already? We was trying to gradually get there. We was gonna get there.
I don't think Drake goes into the idea the album creation process with cohesiveness in mind.
Cohesive, if you get a point for that.
And for me, I know that he's a top tier artist. Like he could be one of the best ever. Well, he is one of the best ever.
Drizzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hands down, one of the best ever.
Run was crazy.
No,
crazy.
the crazy part about it.
Now
is
you great segue.
The hate for somebody can bring people together. The hate for Drake brought Kendrick Lamar fans, people that never heard of him before, became fans of him because they really hated Drake, and he was the first person to actually go at him. And Kendrick Lamar, to me, but the
way he's going at it.
I should say successfully.
He's the only one with the platform.
Yeah. Cause to go against Drake,
Meek Mills
Drake
did
is
it.
a big deal.
Meek Mills did it and lost.
Yeah, and lost.
They lost.
Meek Mill was not equipped with the tools,
Right.
Lyrically and mentally to
And had that machine behind him.
but he still wasn't equipped with the
Nah.
skills.
Now, who won? We always gotta say Pusha T won.
Really?
But I think Pusha T won that battle easy to the point where Drake didn't want no more smoke.
Okay.
And Drake was rapping against Pusha.
Yeah. He just ain't want that smoke.
And he tapped out.
But Pusha wasn't enough to take Drake off, though. Pusha didn't have the backing to take Drake down.
And what happened? The fact that
Drake
his lyrical skill was that good in the song, they didn't want to keep going.
Drake
So,
quit.
so Drake quit. Yeah, there you go. He did quit. And it stopped.
And he should have.
He should have. You just lost one.
But my thing, I look at this, I look at Drake and I look at Patrick Mahomes, and I'm like, I get the hate. I get why people hate Kansas City. You know, you get tired.
I'm mad I don't have that picture up with Drake.
It just seems like everything goes right for this person. He's not black enough for y'all.
That's a dumb narrative.
I'm just saying.
This is what people are saying.
This is what I'm hearing.
Because they're equating it, they're using that term wrong. Like they think that's skin color.
And I'm trying to amplify that, how dumb it is. This is how people look at it. They hate. Why do you hate Patrick Mahomes? Why do you hate the Chiefs?
because he light skinned. People don't like winners.
Like this is that's
So
what
many
I'm
people that
getting
don't
at.
like winners, B.
That hate.
As a 49ers fan who lost to the Chiefs twice, they are a dynasty. They're great.
I
don't like some of the questionable referee calling, or non-calls, but
Bruh, you can't hate them more than me. I'm a Raider fan. They're in my division.
Yep.
you can if you lose 2 Super Bowls.
Now,
Well, you can, but you can if you know you can't even get there because they're in your division. You don't even stand a chance.
so
So your season's damn near over before it starts because they're in your fucking division.
A lot-
So that's the problem I have. Like you said, I get what you're saying, but I'm just trying to say, people. The reason why people hate Drake and Mahomes is ridiculous.
no,
It's silly.
it's silly. They light skinned. They both are winners, and people don't.
It's not a place
like
for them. It's not a place for Drake and rap. Like
No, he
Absolutely.
is a place. He is a guy.
I'm just saying, people act like he should like they did MC Hammer. Like he wasn't. He didn't belong in the genre.
They-
Like, are you kidding me?
No, it's not even that he doesn't belong in the genre. It's just that he do corny stuff, and nothing wrong with being corny.
Shit,
Nothing
Young
wrong with
MC was corny.
Yeah, but he do.
I like Young MC.
He was corny, Jay.
Yeah, but he do corny stuff, and not everybody with that.
Thank you,
Like,
True Lies.
That's the thing about you said before about
And I like
opinions.
him.
Okay,
The
so-
opinion is good. Everybody got them.
Yeah. So when it come to corny, when it comes to petty, and Steph, I gotta say what Steph says. He said my bad.
Nobody beats 50 Cent.
He said my bad. Oh, we gonna get to that, B. He said my bad. Meant Kendrick doesn't have good production balance. All right, I know it's what you meant, but I'm happy you gave me that segue, Steph. Good for the alley-oop. Cause did he die last night off the petty?
No.
Off the petty of K Dot, because a lot of people was like, yo, he didn't get. A lot of people don't get what the symbolism. Now, one thing I didn't realize he dated SZA.
Both of them.
I didn't realize.
SZA and Serena.
I speak on Serena.
I'm from Compton. She from Compton. You can't do that.
Let me ask you this question. If you Serena's husband, do you feel as though she should have responded? Why you feel like you need to respond to it with an excess?
It's interesting when it comes
when
to
you
access.
openly disparaging me and my family, yeah. Like, why you get that off? And I gotta be the bigger.
You
No,
can't hear me, Seth?
I'm just saying. The question came up a lot. Like, why is she still care?
And then also,
She mad, got killed by another dude. But you know how people are. People act like they wouldn't respond.
Seth, can you hear me?
Of course they would. If
Oh.
anybody speaking ill about you, you gonna respond if you any kind of person. Most people, I think. But the question came up. I heard it multiple times on different radio stations. Like, why was she crip walking? Why would she think she needs to play into that? I said, well, first of all, you got to think about it. She was scrutinized for crip walking at the tennis match.
pretty much.
Bad.
I was about to say that.
So you think that wasn't a knock to the tennis world? Like, look at me now. Like, I'm not just dancing for Drake. I'm showing y'all this is me.
How long was our volume off? I don't know what happened. Some people said they couldn't hear us, but I'm sorry about that, y'all.
Yeah, but that to me, I looked at it like, okay, she crip walking now for real in the Super Bowl because they had a problem with her crip walking when she won the whatever title it was. Now she's crip walking on the Super Bowl. I looked at it like that. People took it to the Drake route, and I get that part too. But I looked at it as, okay, she's showing y'all for real.
I mean,
Unapologetically, this is where I'm from.
Seth said, yo, she from Compton, let her walk.
it's a cultural thing.
But then people said, well, wasn't your sister killed by a crip? And then that took a whole nother.
She shouldn't have crip walked at the tennis match, but she did it 20 years ago, so she was consistent. So for people to be bringing that up is really stupid because it doesn't matter if the person that killed her was a crip or not.
That's the internet.
Like,
This is the world we live in. People gonna find everything wrong with anything you do.
That's
bro.
why everybody don't need a fucking opinion.
Everybody does it.
Anything you do.
I'm watching Gully TV, and they were saying, yo, y'all just, the people who have critiques about the show last night, is some people saying y'all just hating on the West. Y'all just hate the West Coast.
West, they bought it there now.
This is where they going.
See,
And-
I told you.
That's a
so
thing.
so they're like,
No, I'm just saying, I'm not surprised at all.
I'm like, to me,
oh.
when it comes to rap music, it's almost regionless to a degree as far as the sound.
But they bringing the region back.
But who is the only coast that actually cares about hating? Is the most violent coast who actually violates and hates the most on everybody else. It's just the West Coast. It's not people in Atlanta.
You think
It's
they
not.
hate on people? The West?
Do they? I'm talking about the violence. How many people is getting killed, getting robbed out there, violating people for real? I ain't just talking bars.
Atlanta wild too, though. But
Atlanta's wild. Yeah, Atlanta's off the hook right now.
Atlanta's definitely wild.
But as far as
Gangs and things.
gangs and all that, even though Atlanta is crazy, it's getting it. But
we can't compare
the West Coast.
Like you talking about through the decades.
Yeah,
you
the
can't-
West Coast has
it's
been like that.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, some of the worst places, one of the worst places to be is in L.A. I'm going to say L.A. specifically, not Oakland, not the Bay Area.
Shit, Oakland.
Yeah, I mean, but I think they have more love for their artists.
Okay.
the Bay Area is definitely bad.
Yeah, no, they get street and they real too. But I'm saying as far as artists, beefing.
Homelessness.
Yeah, but as far as artists getting at each other
Yeah.
and people saying West Coast and all that stuff, I think it's just West Coast people. Not all West Coast people, but the hate comes from within, from over there, more so than just East Coast or down south artists hating on the West Coast.
I think it's just more of a culture over there as far as what, like when you robbing people, when you shooting people. Like, don't get it twisted. It happens in New York all the time, but it's just
Not as much.
no. It's not. It's not a culture.
It's not a culture.
I mean, I think the closest thing we got to L.A., to be honest with you,
Yes, indeed.
was Newark in the 90s.
You said when we had a culture?
Yeah, Newark had a culture.
They did.
When you couldn't really just ride through there when you wanted to.
Nah. Zoo Crew days.
You might get robbed. You might get jacked.
Them Zoo Crew days was
Carjack
different.
you, take your shit. In the 90s. So Newark was really, really fucked up.
I could
The
agree.
average person just couldn't go there and be safe.
I can agree.
If you went there, you taking a chance.
I kept a Newark girlfman.
you was taking a chance.
You were.
Because you went down a certain neighborhood, you might not come out.
Nah, yo, I definitely agree.
But that
with
was
you,
the closest thing I could say because it was and Newark is not as big as we think it is. When you're actually in Newark, it's not that big. But it was hard to find a good area. It was hard to.
Shout out to all my Brick City family out there. I know we love y'all.
You could name so many streets where they say don't go down.
You can. It definitely was real. It definitely was real. We talk about this hating, talking about culture, and and we talking about this hip hop culture, and we lost a legend, y'all. You know, I don't like talking about death when it comes to the show, but we lost a legend.
Yeah,
we lost Irv Gotti.
Mm-hmm.
Passed away at 54.
Sad.
Young
sad. Man. Damn.
Young man. And he has done so much for the culture, done so much for rap music. From Murder Inc. to some of our best artists, from a Jay-Z, a Ja Rule, DMX. He was Ashanti to Rough Riders camp to the Rockefeller camp.
Didn't he help the Locks a little bit?
He helped out a lot of people. If it wasn't for Irv Gotti, Jay-Z, and Dame Dash, they didn't have the knowledge, know how to work these records on radio. He helped save Def Jam.
Wow.
He did a lot as a piece of my boy Ray Lansky. Me and him did a live the other day, and we had a good time.
Wasn't he estranged from a few of his
Peace Kelly on a check-in.
He was estranged from a few of his
He was.
Right? At the end.
At the end, it got different. It got real. Salute to Irv Gotti. How do y'all feel about Irv Gotti's legacy? Is it going to be remembered on the high or the low when we talk about him?
Depends on how people want to write the story.
I don't see any reason why there should be a low.
I look at it as
piece to Dante on check-in.
Like TJ was saying, what would be the reason why he would be looked at as a negative figure? Why?
Now,
because of the way it ended. We're gonna forget about everything else and just focus on how it ended.
Well,
some people do that.
Ended. It didn't end.
Some people do that.
Well, you know, with the lawsuits and the snitching, and people had the rumors, and then Shantae beefing with him because she's saying he was trying to fuck with her and shit like that.
Yeah, and
snitch, you know what I'm saying? All that, like that what we're going to define him as, or we're going to look at
we should
the
not.
hits?
We should not. We should not just look at this man. And the reason why I say the high or the low, because, yes, B, exactly what you're saying. It's people saying, yo, man, he was getting at Ashanti, and he was wilding out. If you watch some of his last interviews, he had problems with Jay-Z. He had problems with Dame. Whoever he had problems with, they'll look at the negative part.
Right.
Some of the most smallest, minute part of his career, and not focus on his achievements.
The reason why we should mind our business with stuff like that is because when he passed, Ashanti wrote a post and spoke on it, and if she's speaking on it in a positive way and remembering it in a positive light and acknowledging that there were some dark times with it, then that's why you niggas should just mind your business, because it has nothing to do with you.
I don't like the fact when she posted that. The part I don't like is when she put in dark times.
It was. I mean, yeah, it's real.
But I get it. But you still conjured up people like, what happened with the dark times?
We know what happened. He was
not everybody knows.
Look,
some people didn't even know they had dark times.
I know he has said it in interviews.
If you don't follow these people, you don't know.
Yeah. So
I'm fine with it because that's a part of the story.
I get it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. You know how the world works. People attach to the negative.
Yeah,
this is how this world works.
And I'm just hoping.
I just hate that part. I'm not saying
no doubt,
she shouldn't have said it. I'm not saying that, but I knew when I saw that statement, that I saw her post, and it was beautiful. I thought, but she was like, it outweighs. She said everything he did outweighs the dark time, and all people are going to cling to. Well, what was the dark times? You know, that's just how people wired, man.
I don't think that's what we live in. I don't think that's what I saw on the internet. To be honest, though, I think a lot of people were happy that she was able to respond in a positive way.
That's good. That's the way it should be.
I'm
just talking about for those outside looking at haters. They'll try to figure it out.
Well, what did he do?
No mind, man. What did he do? No, people. We don't live in the world of mind your business no more.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you gotta do something for yourself to not pay them niggas no mind. Like you gotta remove yourself
That's the sad part. We live in a world where there's no such thing as minding your business anymore.
Everything is
over,
everything
yo.
is at the click of our palm and our thumb. It's right there. Is that people? Yeah, they love a train wreck. Yes, indeed. You
There's
saw.
no more of that.
They
I mean, it's
people love a train
unfortunate.
wreck. Now, part of this train wreck, C50. 50 is one of my favorite people in entertainment. Now,
Yeah,
that doesn't mean I agree with everything that 50 says.
Use the word train. That train's never late.
It's whoo.
That train's never late.
A lot of people were trying to see what 50 was going to say when it comes to Irv Gotti's death.
Wow.
And what
That
he
was
says,
tough to see.
I am smoking on that Irv pack. He puts that on his piece to Miss Terrio on the check-in. He says, I am smoking on a 50 pack right now.
He's sitting next to a tombstone.
And smoking hookah. When he's saying, I'm smoking on a 50 pack on an Irv pack right now. Now, for those that don't know, when they say I'm smoking on that pack, these are what those what do we call these rappers? TJ, the ones, the young ones, these young drill rappers. I ain't even put the camera on you. These young drill rappers are saying, yo, we smoking on that pack. And when a person died, like this, how disrespectful some of the rap game has gotten to be. Almost as disrespectful as True Lies showing off his hairline, knowing I ain't got one. Like he been switching up a new style. You got your waves now. You know what I mean? This is what he doing. Did 50 cross the line too much? Is this normal 50? Did we expect anything less?
This
Did we
guy-
expect anything less?
There is no line with him.
Listen. Thank you, TJ. I don't got nothing to say. You beat me to it.
There's no line with him. It was distasteful, but he is consistent. And if Irv has something to do with him getting shot 9 times, then I empathize.
Listen.
But so that means you can't. If this is in fact true, so I'm not saying this is true because I don't know the story. But if you had any implication in my attempted murder, then I can understand why his reaction is what his reaction is.
No doubt.
The question I got was because I really didn't know the whole thing. I don't pretend to want to know.
If that's
But
true.
what I said was,
Got you.
I said what? 'Cause I'm a 50. I'm not a fan of because people don't know what the word fan means anyway. They take it. They just made it mean fan mean you like someone. Right. But people just don't know what the word means. I'm not a 50 Cent fanatic. I like him. So when I saw this, I said, I knew he was going to do something. But I'm like, man, please, 50, don't do nothing. Like, you got that friend? Like, come on, man, not today. Just let it go. And he did what like TJ said, he did what he always does. He's consistent. He doesn't have no filter, no feelings. He's cold-hearted. And I don't know if he's justified because I don't know the story behind it. But I agree with TJ. If he had anything to do with his attempted murder, I'm totally on board. If he just riding because he was cool with Ja Rule, and he like, if you a friend of Ja Rule, you're an enemy of mine. If that's the way he went with it, to me, I feel like, man, I don't know if he went too far because I can't judge another man's actions. I don't say it was like, damn, that was hard to see. As a fan of 50 Cent, cause I consider myself almost a fan because I followed this man. I've bought his music. I wanted to go to his concert. I never could get the one. So maybe I am a fan of 50 Cent, but this
I
is
disagree
crazy.
with him morally.
I feel you.
all the time.
I feel you.
Yes.
All the time. So I can't even consider myself a fan. Like I think he does a lot of sucker shit actually, but
Piece the ace on the
but it's
check-in.
consistent. And that part I can
Yeah, that's
respect.
what I said. I don't know if I'm a fan. I really like the
I
dude.
don't think he a good person.
Maybe probably not.
I'm a
good
big
person.
fan of 50.
I like 50 a lot.
I agree with a lot of his tactics. I'm a type of person. I'm like, yo, pick a side. And if you rock with me, you rock with me. And
That's the thing. But my thing is, what did this man do for you to go there? That's what I don't know.
So now
I don't know.
Irv, we know the street beef with Irv. We know the street beef with Supreme. All this is
But I
documented.
didn't know if Irv was with Supreme.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I understand that part.
Yeah, so I'm like, yo,
then.
if it's street, if I ain't like you in the street, I ain't going.
then. If you try to take
I ain't
my-
gonna like you
So
more that you dead. That's just me
respect
personally.
that.
Well, if you
respect
try
that
to
he don't
take
fake
my
it.
life, then I have no
Yeah.
sympathy.
And I respect that he don't fake it. There's a lot
Yeah.
of things about 50 Cent that I respect.
I'm not gonna have sympathy for a man
But
trying to
there-
take my life.
But there are things that I don't like about him.
And I can understand people not liking certain parts about him. Some people, it's for everyone. Everything is not for everyone. Now, before we go, one of my favorite shows is BMF right now.
Yeah.
I didn't like the last season. Didn't.
It's over.
Now, do y'all think it's going to be over? Because what 50 did in Meech siding with Rick Ross.
Well, 50.
He didn't side with anyone at the point.
Not 50 side. Big Meech. Yeah.
No, I'm saying what he did because Rick Ross. One of his biggest songs is an old.
Think I'm Big Meech.
Larry Hoover.
Someone that he was also sending money to and holding down as well. 50, you, Little Meech, and Big Meech did a business transaction. I'm not understanding why you upset and why you acting like that. That I don't agree with.
I feel you. Ace said
that was business.
That was business. I wish that business. I hope it doesn't sever this relationship, because there's been times where 50 has had odds and disagreements with other artists. Him and Nas.
Now he cool with all these niggas.
And now he's cool with Nas.
Which is why it's
so
weird.
And I'm saying Nas in particular, when Nas did the Supreme documentary on the Supreme team that's on Showtime. He did a documentary on them, and in this documentary, 50 was like, well, how you and Nas still get along? He's like, well, I understand why they're cool. It's based off of God Body. He said they both God Body. And they respect each other from that aspect alone, from being God Body. So if Nas want to do that with him, a more mature 50 Cent on because it used to be my enemy should be your enemy. So I've seen him do that with that one. Now with Rick Ross, it might not be the same. Yo, didn't he have his baby moms out there going shopping?
He was doing a lot of stuff.
No, I'll talk about they both did, right? I think Rick Ross had 50 baby moms. Not saying what 50 ain't do. When you cross them lines,
I feel like 50 had Rick Ross baby mom.
That's what it was?
That's what it was. You see Tia Kemp out there making a fool now. Rick Ross, at the end of the day, with the 50 and Rick Ross thing, I think that is a very stupid beef. And I feel like 50, obviously he's a bully at times, but because I'll say this is how you know there's a threshold and there's a respect level with 50 with certain people. Him and Styles P was on the radio talking one year, like maybe like 07, 08, about, yo, you got my album pushed back or got my album shelved. And the level of respect and carefulness that 50 spoke to Styles P with is not the same that he would have spoke to anyone else with.
no doubt.
And that's how I know you just being a bully. Because he ain't do that with them.
Nah, he gave him a level of respect. He spoke to him a different way.
He didn't do that with them at all.
He did, and he pulled up on him by himself after.
Yeah.
50 did.
Yeah, 50 did.
He did.
It was a different level of respect,
Yeah.
but it's a different level of disrespect too.
But Jada said,
And you gotta know who you battling with.
Jada said a lot of people in his camp was shocked that 50 showed up alone.
Yeah,
That said a lot. That says a lot.
said a lot.
They said he showed up alone with nobody. Like, listen, y'all gonna get me. Y'all could get me, but I'm here to say what I gotta say. Like, so 50 showed a lot of balls.
He
He
did.
ain't no coward.
He ain't no
sure
coward.
enough.
He ain't no sucker.
So he basically said, y'all want to get me, y'all could get me, but I'm here to, I'm gonna see, I'm trying to piece this up. So y'all, that's on y'all. Y'all want to get me or not.
You got people in the check-in. Oh, thank you, B. He said yes. Seth said yes. Meech should have known better. A said Meech should have known better. It said Meech should have told Ricky, I got respect. I got respect my business with 50. Big Meech, his career. Not his career, because we don't want to say drug career. Like he has no career of entertainment. I'm sorry, y'all.
His legend,
his legend, his legacy was continued legally. Son is making legal money. 50 Cent paid for his acting classes.
Yes.
Made sure he got casted for this BMF series.
Yes.
Which could propel you when you come home to make more money.
I think it helped him get out too.
But does this
Might
benefit?
have.
But this still benefits 50.
Yes.
This is mutual.
No, everything is.
It does.
But the problem, like you said, 50 got his feelings hurt, and that's that.
There you go. So emotional thugs.
Yeah, he got his feelings hurt.
Yeah, you got your feelings.
Yes,
that's my problem with
100%.
it. You
Yes.
get tough and violent and act extra because you don't know how to express yourself.
Right. This ain't got nothing to do with business. Like you said, it's stupid.
Because it is business.
It's stupid to end the series if this is what he's going to do.
Now he can.
He can, but it
might cost him more money to run it than it is. I don't know the price.
I'm just saying, but it's dumb. It's dumb to cancel the series over
don't
your
know.
emotions, because I think the fact that the father came home, the series would be even bigger now. Because you expected him to make a cameo, aren't you?
Yeah,
So-
I don't like the emotional. I don't like the
You know what I
emotional.
mean?
Feel you on that.
I don't like the emotional decision. But another thing I will say with 50 Cent, you can never outweigh that. I mean, you can never not consider that he's doing this on purpose, and that it is a rollout. That is one thing that you can always maybe consider with him. Like,
No doubt. He's smarter than the average bear.
Very
A lot of people don't give him that credit.
But
some
see-
people can't see that other level of. All right, 50 is known for hype.
I don't think he'll cancel the show. I think it's to make the show bigger.
It's going to make it more ratings.
Just to make the show bigger now when it does come out.
When he did the thing with Rotimi, before we close out, if for those that don't know, the actor in Power, the singer, singing artist of Rotimi from Jersey, he owed 50. I want to say maybe like 100,000. Let's just throw this number out there.
Right.
And because 50 let him out his contract. He said there's beef. He said their beef was a association, not direct. This whole thing was a chess move by Ross. Could be. Definitely could be.
If Ross didn't make a song about him in 2009, I would agree with that.
No doubt. So back to Rotimi. He told Rotimi, he said, I'm going to let you out this deal. But what you have to do, you have to pay me the 100,000, whatever it was, in mechanical royalties. So when your song comes out, you don't have to give me this money out of your budget. But when your song comes out, I believe in your music. You don't have to be signed to GU anymore. Just pay me back. And 50 said he paid him back. Rotimi said this was all part of his plan. He said to say that we have beef.
Yes.
He said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get on the radio. And I'm going to say, yo, he still owe me money from this right here. He said
he didn't understand it.
He said he understand. He was like, but this is what I want you to do. He's like, TMZ going to call you. This one going to call you. This one going to call you. This is going to be promotion for your album.
Yep.
Trust me, it's going to work.
He said it's gonna blow
and he
you
said
up.
within like a week, he had the #1 song.
Yep.
This and that. And what 50 said worked. Now, to the public, we don't know this is going on.
Right.
We have
They
no
played
idea.
us out.
See what I'm saying? So,
Which is why I said what I said.
yeah, no, and that's why I'm respecting and
Right.
letting the other people know. Look, what True Lies is saying, like, this has happened before.
You know what's crazy about it? Rotimi was the one that told the story. 50 Cent never said anything.
50 never said it.
He never said
Never.
anything.
If you know about anything about the music industry, everything is a rollout. Like everything is a lead up to be able to sell something. So yeah, what 50 is doing, you have to consider because
You have to.
It's not good business for him to get rid of that show, and he's not a person that's in the habit of making bad business.
Don't make sense to get rid of
Never
the show.
has. And then just to that last comment about Rick Ross making a chess move, possibly could be a chess move, but also, like I said, if I'm making millions of dollars off your name, I might owe you something too.
Would you be surprised if Rick Ross makes an appearance on BMF?
He would never.
Yes. I don't think
He won't even think about it. Like how much more money Ross could make if he allowed that to be the theme song to BMF. Blowing Money Fast is not the theme song to BMF because he won't allow it.
Right.
Damn. I ain't never look at it like that, too. I
Right.
feel you.
But this is another thing. I remember when the song was being played in Big Meech, the real Big Meech didn't like the song
From what we heard.
because he said he was trying to fight the case, and that song made him look like a real big time drug dealer, and that's not what he wanted.
Well,
He didn't want that song to be out at
That's-
the time because he was fighting to get out. This is what I heard.
that's what you
Now-
want me to.
now-
And man, maybe that's why he was sending the money.
Maybe why? Because,
Jill.
like I said, but I heard that Big Meech really didn't like that song because he was like, "Wait a minute, man, I'm trying to fight to get out, and you talking about I'm whipping work, like, bruh, you criminalizing me through your song. That's not what I want. I'm trying to get out. Now, for you to get out, and like you said, Little Meech said but 50 Cent had bread to give his dad if he wanted bread, like like I said, everything is everything with it when it comes down to it. So this whole industry is just crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy out there. But we about to close it on out. Thank you, fellas, for pulling up. True Lies, thank you. Look, man, y'all. This man does a lot of stuff. He's booked and busy. So if y'all don't see him now on this show, just know he's out there getting to it and doing his artwork, and he's doing what he does, and he is dope at it. How can they follow you, True Lies?
At True Lies 6 on Instagram and Twitter or X.
If they want to contact you for business, what should they? We can pause that for just a quick.
Yeah.
Oh, you said don't.
Don't.
If y'all want to oh my god, yo, it's so. Don't contact for business, but if y'all want to, True Lies 6.
I'm tired. I'm tired. And I'm mad busy right now.
We about to take it down. I know we all still feeling it from last night. Soup, thank you so much, Soup. Happy birthday again to the General. Peace to everybody on the check-in. We are Beards and Baldheads. We gonna see you next week. What up?
Yo, make sure y'all come out to see the girls varsity team tomorrow. I think they play, or Wednesday.
In Plainfield, let them know.
Girls varsity team. I think they have a home game. Let me double check.
It's the counties, right?
Yeah, let me just double check. I mean, I know we always show up for the boys, but let's make sure that we there for the lady cars also.
For all my people in Plainfield, that's what we talking about.
I'm partial to the girls teams.
Roselle Park High School looks like.
Okay.
And that's Wednesday. I know I got to do something at Rutgers, so I might not be able to be there. But
Floss.
Please check them out. And I think the boys got Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, also.
No doubt, man. Shout out to everybody in the athletic program. Getting busy, man. These are stars. These are future stars. These are warriors right here that's getting busy. Peace to everybody on the check-in. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube. If y'all see this, man, share this with a friend. Share the link. Send it to your co-worker. All that good stuff. We dope out here. We are Beards and Baldheads. We'll see you next week.